Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Raiders Daily. My name is Jackson. I post daily Raiders content, so be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button if you guys enjoy it. Now, there's been a ton of rumblings for actually several months now that Lamar Jackson could possibly be a Las Vegas Raider. Personally, I don't necessarily see that happening. If anything, I see Lamar Jackson as being a career Baltimore Raven, but with recent news on Tom Brady, I would say confidently. Now, I'm not an NFL analyst, but I would say 100% confidently, in my opinion, Tom Brady will not be a Las Vegas Raider. 100% no. If you guys want a video on that, let me know. We'll probably talk about it regardless tomorrow because it's the off season and we're trying to figure out any type of content. Now, I saw a post actually. It's a little bit funny from a Instagram account called Raiders Daily, which is the same name as this account, and they were kind of toying around with the thought of Lamar Jackson, and some of the reasoning I've seen between Raiders fans bringing in Lamar is, okay, listen, Derek Carr won't be back, right? Tom Brady won't be a Raider, okay? Do I want Jimmy G as my starting quarterback next year? Do I want Mac Jones as my starting quarterback next year? To me personally, the answer is ideally not. No disrespect to either of those football players, but ideally, no, I don't want either of those guys as my starting quarterback. I would rather have CJ Stroud. Now, the issue with Lamar Jackson is it's going to cost an arm and a leg. We know, obviously, that all season there has been, talk after talk, rumor after rumor. Do the Ravens want to pay Lamar? What's the deal? Is he going to hold out? What's going on with it? At the end of the day, Lamar is coming off one of his, probably his worst year as an NFL pro. The thing is this, he only played 12 games. He missed, after week 12, the rest of the season, including last week's playoff matchup against Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. But before he got injured, he carried Baltimore to an 8-4 record. I will say this, when Lamar is healthy, he's a really talented football player. I just don't think that the money, to me, is worth it to put that much money into a quarterback like Lamar. He's played only 12 games in the last 2 seasons. He's a talented football player, though. He's played 5 years. Here are his statistics as far as record goes. In his rookie year, 6-1. Second year, he carries Baltimore to a 13-2 record when he was starting. Won the MVP, got into the Pro Bowl, made the All-Pro first team. The year after that, another stellar year, 11-4 in his starts. The year after that, that's when he got injured, 7-5. This past year, got injured as well, 8-4. So he's a winning quarterback. And the argument for Lamar Jackson with some Raiders fans, definitely not all Raiders fans, but the few and far between guys who want Lamar is this. He didn't have a great year. He threw 17 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Through 12 games, he only averaged 186 throwing yards per game. Keep in mind, he's coming off a bad year where he technically made the Pro Bowl, but it was kind of a question mark. He threw 13 interceptions. He did have 16 throwing touchdowns, about 240 yards per game throwing the ball wise, which was a career high. We know he has a huge threat with his legs. He has, as a quarterback, he has 2 years, including his MVP year in his sophomore campaign, where he ran for over 1,000 yards. So for a quarterback, the lowest amount of rushing yards he's had as a quarterback, keep in mind he's only played 12 games the last 2 years, is 695, and that didn't even come in the last 2 years. That came when he was a rookie and only played in 7 games and still ran for 695 yards. It's 43 yards per game. So he's a phenomenal dual threat quarterback, but I don't think, even though he didn't have the best year, I don't think the money, the trade, I just don't think the resources given up are going to be worth it to get Lamar Jackson. Now, like I said, the counter argument is this. All right, you have to go up against guys like Patrick Mahomes, probably Trevor Lawrence, because Jacksonville looks great. Their future outlook looks great. Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert. having an X Factor QB like Lamar, I'm not opposed to it. I want to make that perfectly clear. I'm not necessarily opposed to Lamar Jackson becoming a Las Vegas Raider, but I do think there are better options, and I hope this doesn't come back to bite me. But personally, even though they have such a talented offense, I would rather put all the resources into the offensive line and the defense and draft a guy like CJ Stroud at number 7 than give up an arm and a leg for Lamar Jackson. And I feel like a lot of Raiders fans would agree with that statement. So let me know what you guys are thinking. Most important part of this video, let me know what you guys are thinking down below in the comments section. Lamar, at the end of the day, he's 45-16 as a starting quarterback. He's a winner. I get it. So I'm not necessarily opposed to it. But with Tom Brady, to me, like I said, 100% not being a Las Vegas Raider, we're going to have to start talking about other alternatives, right? And a lot of Raiders fans didn't want Tom Brady to begin with. So let me know what you guys are thinking about Lamar Jackson as a Raider. Hit the like button, hit that sub button. Peace.